The college professor of mine, I can't really call him a professor. He's not really. I just want to call him a teacher, because I mean, I don't know. He's not even. He's bad at teaching. Anyways, he inspired me to make a video on different types of teachers. And I just had this thought, I just had to think about it. Just what it is to be a good teacher and how I didn't appreciate the good ones I had before. And so yeah, let's talk about it. This motherfucker he is not a good one, obviously. That's why I'm making this. I'm sick, by the way. And yeah, he's just he overpromises, and that pisses me the fuck off in a teacher, okay? Like, that's like the number one thing that always irritates me, is overpromising and not delivering on any of those promises, or actually when you do deliver on them, it's just not what you expected. It's not what you would have like hoped for, it's a lesser thing that you thought of. And he is of that kind. I mean, I should probably explain what an overpromising teacher to me is than just calling him that. But yeah, so an overpromising teacher is the kind of motherfucker that comes into class. He's just like, guys, don't worry. Let me cook, okay? Don't fucking worry. Don't worry about anything, okay? Hell, I'll give you this thing to study. I'll give you this fucking book. I'll send you a bunch of different PDF files. I'll send you voice recordings. I'll send you videos. All of this stuff. All this good stuff. And don't worry about a fucking thing. Your exam's so easy. So easy. I'll do it for you. I'll fucking do it. You know what? When the exam comes up, just call me. I'll come in and I'll fucking write everything down for you. Don't worry about it. And the thing that hurts with that is that you buy into it until like like near the end of the semester, where you start to realize that, oh, I'm fucked. This motherfucker didn't deliver on anything. It's just a fucking fog, like a foglet in Witcher 3. That's the overpromising teacher. That's that. And my college professor is definitely of this kind. But there are also different types, You got obviously the fun teacher who like that can be separated into two types of fun, because I've actually, through experience, I can say they're different. You have the fun one that actually teaches, and the fun one that doesn't give a fuck about you, about school, about college, about anything. They don't just don't care. They're just there to get paid. But they're also fun to be around. They're not a total pain at times. So the first kind of fun is the fun teacher that's funny at times and also inspires you to be a better human, to be to be good at what they're teaching you. And one thing I adore in this whole business, let's call it, is that if a teacher gives a fuck, right? Like, if you find this motherfucker that gives a shit about what they're teaching you, you'll have a blast through your term, through the year, whatever. You'll have a fun time. Their class is gonna be good, and you will study yourself. It's just a thing, because you don't want to disappoint them, because you see how much effort they're putting into it. So you're like, if I don't do this, I'm not holding my end of the bargain. So you kind of feel bad, and then you want to be better. You don't want to disappoint them in a way. And I love that. That's cool, because if you actually, you can tell, maybe not when you're a kid, maybe not in your second grade or third grade, but from fifth grade forward, you can tell if a teacher cares, and if a teacher doesn't give a shit, they're just there to get a shitty pay. That's the thing that hurts the most. The pay sucks ass, right? So it's like, if the pay fucking sucks, so at least, don't be a bitch, don't be an asshole. You're not making millions here or anything. Just the best thing you can do is just be a decent person, so stop being a douchebag. But they won't stop. They won't, because they can be a douchebag, and you can't do anything about it until you're in college. Maybe then you could go write a letter, but it's still shitty. It's a shitty thing. It's like being a rat. It's like it's a Micah thing to do. You know what I mean? It's horrible. I don't like that. I don't want that. That's horrible. But still, you could do that. Maybe you could write a letter and have everyone sign it, and then that teacher would probably get put down. I'm sorry, it's a sickness in me talking. I'm just rambling. The other kind of teacher, I want to dub them the businessman. This motherfucker cares about money. Just money. The only thing they care about. They don't teach you. They will sell you things that you don't need or don't want. They'll sell you their own books, fucking courses, videos, video courses and stuff that they're in it and shit. Or like they'll be like, you know what, you just go buy this book. My name is on it. It's really good. And then you buy the book and it's like the worst thing you've ever bought in your life. You can't understand anything from it. These guys also kind of fall into the overpromising teachers because they're like, just read the thing, just do the parts in my book, read the stuff in my book, watch my videos. They're the best. You will not fail this term with my shit next to you, okay? You have this. You're gonna fucking beat this shit, man, with me, with my help. You're gonna fail. And you're gonna have a nemesis for the rest of your life, and you're never gonna forget them. At least they're not unforgettable. They're like they're just a weasel. They're just a little fucking weasel, okay? They're the worst kind, though. I'll be honest. They're the fucking worst. They're just there to make a quick buck. They're a hustler. They don't fucking care about you, school, anything. Just like the other kind of fun teacher I mentioned. I have experienced that, by the way. The other kind of fun teacher, he just sits down on his ass, doesn't care about anything, reads through the book, and says a bunch of goofy shit, and boom, you're done. You're done. There are teachers that you want to learn from, that you want to be with, like you want to, use their experience and expertise in different things. And then you have teachers that you just want to avoid, you just look at them through the halls and you want to fucking walk the other way. You want to run away. Like, this makes a huge difference. There are teachers out there that will change your life for the better, and there are teachers out there that'll make you want to kill yourself. So, good luck to you. I don't know, man. I have to just... And this motherfucker is a math professor, by the way. He's my math professor. And at first, I was like, you know what? He's not that bad. He's not that bad. But then, he wanted to take this midterm exam that he didn't teach us anything. Like, it was just a little bit of algebra, and that was it. And I was okay with that. But then he kept adding things to that he never taught us. And then I, told him about it. He's like, shut the fuck up. You haven't even been into any of my classes. I literally sit in the first row, and I'm the only one of the only motherfuckers that actually does things in his class. Everybody else is just fucking snoozing. I'm there doing things. But no, apparently to him, I've never even been to any of his classes. And that was kind of fucked up. I felt betrayed. I felt what Arthur felt in Red Dead 2. I didn't like that at all. And, the past few days I've been just thinking about teachers. And like my previous teachers, like my previous math teacher, dude, he was such a Chad. Such a fucking Chad. He was the coolest guy. And his last name literally meant superhero. That was insane. That man, mad respects, okay? My other teachers as well. My biology teacher, fucking cool guy, coolest guy. He was the guy that you wanted to actually learn things from, and he would inspire you. So was my math teacher, my physics teacher, my chemistry teacher. Real good people. Really good people. I'll definitely miss them. Especially in college when do you have some fucking lectures and classes in college? It's just a snooze fest, man. It's so fucking boring. I don't understand how the fuck I was able to stay in school for 8 hours. I cannot. Like, college, fucking every hour feels like years, It feels like fucking years have passed. And it's just not fun. And, I can feel the blood in my veins in some of these fucking classes, dude. Not all of them. Some of them are actually engaging and cool. The math one, for example, I found it engaging, because at least, the motherfucker was like, come up to the board. That was like, He's the only professor that did that. Everybody else didn't do that. Like you can just sit down in a corner and don't do anything, and that would have been okay. But the math one, you actually had to engage a bit, and I found that kind of cool. Until he betrayed me. Fuck that guy. Fucking, if I could, I would have blown him up, but I can't. That's terrorism. And that's it. I have more fucking Unity to go play. I love Unity. I love Unity. I love Unity. And just, I was fucking rambling for teachers and shit. So, I hope you have a great day, night, time, whatever. Hope you get what you want in your life. And I sound high. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see you later when I have another thing to complain about. Bye.